Hello everyone, it's DA here. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you are doing fantastic. Yesterday, while talking about Plan 8, I promised you guys a video on Crimson Desert, so here we are. More from the developers that brought you Black Desert Online. Pearl Abyss is once again introducing gamers to the world of fantasy RPG. This is Crimson Desert. Crimson Desert is a game rooted in the tales of mercenaries struggling to survive in the land of Pywell. This, in other words, can be seen as Pearl Abyss' answer to the Elder Scrolls series, or should I say the Elder Scrolls Online. From the design of the character down to the interaction and the world building, it draws some similarities to the Witcher series. That is where most of the similarities end though, because the core of the game and the rest of the game itself is connected to the Black Desert series. The lore has some segments woven into each other, and the primary objective of this game is surviving the world. Everything else follows. This is a world that is not only scarred with war and natural forces, it is also a home to many abnormal forces, beasts, and supernatural experiences from the Black Desert. After all, they're part of the same universe, or should I say, they're part of the same realm. In the keynote for this game, there was an image of one of the enemies you will be able to face or even fight in the game, and it happened to be a massive snake, much like the size of the one you saw in Sekiro or the ones you saw in God of War. The setting of the game is quite medieval, so some of the conflicts will become familiar. Things such as tyranny or betrayal will become quite common. It is in the name of the game after all. Mercenaries have the obligation to do anything for the best interest of their groups, and such things could also mean betraying your own faction or your own guild, all in the name of extra loot or better loot. This game is tagged as an action MMORPG, so the combat will play similarly to some of the things that you have seen in other games. The formula for hack and slash isn't broken yet, so I don't think that they will try to fix it. Instead, they will try to innovate. There is a promise of a trading feature and all other things that you have seen in Black Desert Online, including exploration. But I wonder if they will use the same currency, or if the currency can be transferred or traded across games, since you will end up using the same account. That will be a really good thing. However, I doubt that they will ever do that. So here comes the big question. Why couldn't this game just be a Black Desert expansion? Or what is the difference between both games, between Black Desert Online and Crimson Desert? Well, the major difference here is the gameplay design. While BDO focuses on supernatural powers and elemental affinities and abilities, Crimson Desert focuses on physical aspects of it. So instead of flashy powers and a whole lot of extra powers, well, you get sword and shields and more physical weapons. You can see it as a Golden Age approach. So this one is much of a brawler type of game. Now, I will say there will still be a lot of similarities or even some powers that we might be familiar with from the Black Desert series, and I even think they've been testing some of the game's combat with the latest character releases in Black Desert Online as well. The story of Crimson Desert is of Macduff, son of Martinez, a man trying to escape his past but also struggling to lead his own group of mercenaries. If you've ever seen Vinland Saga, well, this should be quite familiar for you because, that was a really good show about mercenaries, so I suggest that you watch Vinland Saga. As mercenaries, it doesn't matter if the person who paid you is doing something right or wrong. Your job is to kill and kill effectively and fight in their wars as well. So you as a player will be experiencing this firsthand. There are other mercenary groups in this multiplayer world, and you will also be given the choice to align yourself with other players or create your own, which is a really cool thing. This means there will also be a strong focus on the guild system in Crimson Desert, and the perks of being in a guild will effectively carry across the core of the game. This game will look gorgeous because, it's Pearl Abyss. They always create good looking games. But how is the monetization system after the main purchase of this one? Is it going to be a PvPvE world, which I'm believing it might be? Will players be able to interact, craft, and build and trade with each other? Or is it just going to be a regular in-game store? These are a few of the questions that I have about this game, and if you do have any answer to them, feel free to drop it down below in the comment section. And I'd also like to hear your other thoughts about the game as well, especially if you're someone who has played or is playing Black Desert Online. As always, expect more coverage on new and upcoming games on this channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.